Hey, what is up, guys? I'm running late. Sorry about that. Saturday snuck up on me. I'm over here building a kitchen for my dad. Well, I should say, selfishly, I'm building a kitchen for myself. But it's also a kitchen that my dad gets to use. And it's not even my kitchen, it's really for my daughter. So, Kat, I hope you enjoy the kitchen. I busted my ass all day for you. Love you. Glad you guys are here. I'll be grabbing some pens and drawing here in a couple of seconds. I'm just taking a quick swig of some Pepsi, and I might eat some M&Ms. Because it's the dinner of champions. Getting myself around, people. I'm glad you guys are here. I have to take a look. I don't know how. At least I threw this little music in the background so it wouldn't be like completely silent. A lot of radical stuff. Grab some brushes. I'll grab some pens. Busy week. Oh, look at the music is fading out. How professional. The music faded out just like I was a straight up DJ. All right, I'll pause that. And you know what? Since I'm here, let me check, just make sure that everything's working. If you've got some comments, shoot me some comments, because while I'm drawing, sometimes I tend to ramble. I don't really talk about anything too serious, anything too deep. I got some projects coming up. And I'm happy to be busy. I'm happy to be drawing what I'm drawing. Got a lot of commissions coming up. And that is what I'll be inking tonight for a little while we hang out. Inking this commission. So, yeah, hey, I still got the nail. I still got the pirate nail, dude. Yeah, my nail busted while I was doing all this construction. And my daughter glued it together. And then she went ahead and painted a skull on here for me, because this is my injured pirate nail. So that is what that is all about. I didn't join any gangs recently, but I do enjoy the pirate nail. So let me see here. All right, I'm trying to get the camera. All right. This is what we got going on tonight, my friends. A little bit of commission work, long overdue commission work that I'm having a good time with right now. Starfire being held by Beast Boy, who's taking the form of Kong. So, yeah, this should be pretty fun. I enjoy this. Let's see, let me throw this thing on here. Yeah, let me know if that little background fuzzy noise is a little too loud. It's right next to the microphone, for crying out loud. But you know what? Before we start, let me jump in here. I'll play a little quick intro, and I will see you guys in a couple of minutes. We'll start inking this thing. Sweet. All right, we're back. We're inking, working on this here piece. Pops, hey yo, is what I'm saying. How you doing, Pops? Good evening to you, good sir. As you can see, I'm over here inking boobs and giant King Kong creatures. This is a commission that I had that actually a lot of the commissions on my list are a bit overdue. So I'm very grateful that people are patient and they've been super cool about waiting for their pieces. So it's been a stellar year this year of things popping up out of nowhere and things falling apart and people getting sick and but everything's good right now. Everything's good. It's just now it's the work. Now it's the hard work of catching up. You know. Now it's when the rubber meets the road, as it were. So yeah, I'm gonna turn that on in the background, and it's like real doing the thing. Yes, you are, sir. Recruiting awesome creator content. Hint, LOL. Yeah, dude, it's like I do want to be involved with the new stuff you got going on. I just don't know. Like even tonight, like I started 20 minutes late. It's like I've been very undependable as far as being in a certain place at a certain time. So as soon as I get caught up a little bit better and my schedule gets a little bit more predictable, because right now every chance I get, I usually break away and I'm trying to catch up on commissions. I'm trying to feverishly try to get these book deadlines under control. So this is my practice, is doing the 8 o'clock weekly mouse. So hopefully this will add some structure to my week, and and I'll be able to I'll be more dependable, and I can start being a better participant, because I really do want to be a lot more involved with the stuff my friends have going on, and that includes you, my friend. I want to make sure that that I stay involved. That's what half of this is all about, for us to do fun stuff together. This is just an excuse to do some cool, fun stuff together. So I'll get to that point. I will. I'll feel a lot better once I get a lot of these other commissions and scheduled things out of the way. But that's the catch-22, isn't it? It's and I can't rush through it and do less than my best for everybody. So you can see this piece is taking a while, but it's like this is such a huge piece. My goodness, it's like the size of Kong in this scene is like nuts. Pops, excellent. We will talk. That is okay. The Roku won't have scheduled times. You'll just send us an upload when you make one. Oh, well, that makes it pretty convenient, doesn't it? Not having to be at it. So that's really that's one of my things right now. Being locked into any kind of schedule, it's like I'm afraid of not being dependable enough to show up at the time that I'm supposed to show up, because I've got I'm juggling several different things. So if that's the way it is, maybe we can do something. So I'll figure out how to do that, and we'll definitely talk. I don't know if you can take the content that I'm uploading right now to YouTube, that sort of thing, and then you can use that. You can use that content on your network, or if we have to make totally original content, you'll have to let me know. You'll let me know all the ins and outs, and it'll be fine. That Kong totally reminds me of the Jeff Bridges movie. Cool. Then my work here is done, my friend. Well, my work here is not done. I still gotta finish inking this darn thing. But he's so fun, man. Check him out, man. It's like there's something always fun about drawing these freaking characters like this. But that's always been one of my things, like kind of like dipping into pop culture a little bit. All those years of drawing parody art and drawing parody comics. Um, yeah, I mean, that's part of my deal. It's in my blood, man. But right now, you know what's in my blood? These hairy knuckles. Yeah, Kong got some hairy knuckles. Pops. Yeah, we'll talk, answer all the questions in a few minutes. Awesome, very cool. Kong was all like, yeah, exactly. That's the inspiration for this particular piece. The person that commissioned this piece, that's exactly what he wanted. That's the vibe he wanted. Was the Jessica Lange in the white dress getting ripped up kind of vibe from that. Was that the original King Kong movie? I don't think that was the original. There was like an old black and white one before that, right? Because I remember the Jessica Lange one when I was younger, and I remember thinking to myself that was like the original King Kong, but no, there was some stuff before that. My childhood has lots of blurred memories of old Godzilla and King Kong movies and Creature from the Black Lagoon. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure, pops. I definitely caught it. Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks, man. I'm doing my job right. This is good. This is good. Yeah, my childhood had all this stuff going on still, even though they were from a previous generation. They were showing that stuff on TV like it was brand new. So I got to see all that stuff. I remember they made a big deal out of. They had a showing. They were going to have a showing of Creature from the Black Lagoon on TV, and it's like they didn't colorize it. It was still the black and white version of it and stuff, but they made it in 3D. And they were making such a huge big deal because it was 3D. And we used to have these joints here in town, kind of like 7-Elevens. They used to call them they called it Tiny Giant, but it was the same. It was a convenience place. It was a convenience store. It's just a 7-Eleven. But they sold. I don't know if they sold them. I think you actually just went there, you bought something else, and you got 3D glasses there. For some reason, that's where you're supposed to pick them up. And this is me like in junior high school, right? So I was like, all right, we got to go to Tiny Giant, go pick up our 3D glasses. And damn if it didn't look cool as shit. You know what I mean? It's like that 3D was actually like pretty sweet. It was no Avatar level 3D, but you know what? I don't know what it is. That crazy 3D that they have in theaters right now doesn't really work with my eyes all that good. I don't know what it is. The old black and white, the old black and white ones, they for some reason that really like totally worked for me. Pops, the first Kong movie was 1933. 1933, bro. That's crazy. I knew it was a long time ago, though. I knew it had to be like the 30s or the 40s or something like that, especially with the kind of like the animation and stuff. Definitely black and white stuff back then, obviously. Um, but holy crap, 1933. That is wild. Time is a beast, man. Kevin, good to see you, my friend. I am glad you are back with us, sir. I started late today, so you have to forgive me. But you know what? You didn't even know because you just showed up. Ha! I showed up late. I was right in the middle of still building a kitchen out at our house. Well, you know what the adventures are when it comes to what happened here at the house with our clogged, busted pipe and them ripping out our kitchen and me having to rebuild it with cat and insurance and all these. It's been a hell of a month. but we're getting close to being done. It's like we're almost done building the kitchen. But I did lose track of time today building that darn thing, and ended up starting a little bit late because I should have been posting earlier today that we were even going to have the live stream, and I was just like I was in Zombieville over there building kitchens. But now I'm inking fingernails, so we're good. We're good. Pops, that is another great thing about the Roku. You won't have to cover stuff up, dude. That's actually fantastic. It'll be nice to. You have to explain to me more about the Roku network too. That's like, is it just on the Roku? You'll explain it to me. I mean, it's like when we have a chance to talk. But those are the kind of questions I'll probably have too. Is because I think I had the Roku app like for about 2 seconds, and it was just so I could watch that Weird Al movie. And I remember the app was free. It's like I think you could watch other things on there. So I have to learn a little bit more about Roku, just so I don't sound like a noob trying to get in there. 3D naked Nira. Just the way I like it, Kevin. 3D and naked. Yeah, who knows, man? It's like maybe that Roku network might be good for our show. Might be good for us to have a little something on there. Oh, so okay, Kevin Green. I just left work. Excellent. Yeah, you gotta. You know what? Let me know if 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is actually a good standard time to have the live stream, because I'm pretty flexible. So I'm trying to figure out the best times for everybody else. So if there's a different time of day, or if there's a different day of the week, right now I just to add some structure to my week, I just went ahead and decided, okay, we're going to do the Weekly Mouse Saturdays at 8 o'clock. It just sounded like something you'd find in TV Guide, so that's what I did. But nothing's carved in stone. We can always change things around. So if there's a better time for everybody, then we could take a poll. We could take a little vote, especially amongst the inner circle of the Cyber Angel Citadel, as it were. Pops, it works for us. We have a draw stream at 7, usually ends by 8. Okay, so that's perfect. That's actually super cool. That's why you're catching me and you're easily falling in here real quick. I appreciate that. That's good. I'm glad you pop in, man. I really do appreciate that. I'm hoping that we're going to have a new Kickstarter thing going on with Zen and Nira X. And I think that Kickstarter is going to start sometime in the middle of October. So maybe I'll have to talk to you as soon as I know for sure what's going on with that. Right now we have a sign-up page, like just to kind of gauge interest. See what people are up to, see if they're interested in the book. Plus, it makes me look good to the publisher. Honestly, it's like the higher the numbers, the better it makes old Bill look. So I want to make sure I can throw my weight around, and I'm allowed to do my thing. Are you coming in for a visit, or are you just commandeering things? Commandeering things? Yeah, David's here. Okay, all right. The famous cat mouse is here, but she's leaving. But thankfully she's been feeling better, so this is all good.
Yeah, my medicine's better. So
yeah, Cat's medicine. They changed her dosage, and they changed a couple of things with her her therapy and medication stuff. So she has been feeling better. Pops says hi, Cat.
Hello.
Awesome. Thanks, Pops. Yep, she says hello back. Well, you heard her. K2000, where is the link? Let me tell you the link. The link to, because I do have that banner page. Let me go ahead and put this up here. It's at zenbountywars.com. And if you go to the website, It's just got a couple of preview images, and I'll see you later, baby. It's got a couple of preview images up there, and it's got the little sign up thing. Now, the thing with the sign up, it doesn't commit you to anything. You're just adding your name to a list, and and with your name being on the list, they'll be able to shoot you like an email to let you know, hey, we're about to launch the Kickstarter, or if there's any information that's like new, like you guys will hear about it first, that sort of thing. And you also get thrown into the mix for getting a free promotional signature trading card. But like I said, there's no commitment. So, if you decide not to support the campaign, it's neither here nor there. It's totally fine. But if you do support the campaign, they'll keep track of matching up your name on the list to the fact that you back the campaign, and you'll get a 2-sided signature card. Now, the signature card, one side of it is going to be Nira X, and it's going to have my signature, and the other side is going to have Zen, and it's going to have a signature from Steve Stern, co-creator of Zen Intergalactic Ninja. So that's our special thank you for for putting your name on the list and just being a part of things. Because I realize, like the campaign is not starting until October, so we don't even have a like the pre-launch page up for the Kickstarter itself just yet. So this is our way of just kind of keeping track and saying, hey, we got something that's going to be coming here pretty soon. K2000. Hey, yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for asking. So I do appreciate that. And Pops, glad she is better. Yes. Yeah. The house is in much better shape now that she's feeling better. It's hard to get anything done when your kid is not feeling well and she's not happy, So I am very, very happy that she's doing good, that she's doing better. So let's see. Let me keep I'll keep a little thing running along the bottom here to I'll put a little ticky tape down there so that way people know that they could sign up at the at zenbountywars.com. And I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, for sure. And for right now, like I said, it's just it's adding your name to a list. So it's no commitment. It's like you're not signing your life away. You're not doing anything carved in stone or anything right now. You're just saying, hey, I'm interested in this book, and let me know when Bill finally finishes drawing it so I could figure out what's happening with that Kickstarter. Yeah, draw some eyeballs on this Kong guy. Super awesome. We got a couple of extra new people joining us. Just so you know, like the piece I'm working on right now is a commission. It's such a fun idea, dude. It's Starfire. It's the whole King Kong thing, right? So it's but it's Starfire and Beast Boy. So there's going to be like one huge green gorilla. So that's what we're working on right now. Let me see here. Kevin, personally, 9 p.m. Eastern works better for me, but I may be amongst the minority. I don't know. 9 p.m. Eastern works really well for me too. It's like kind of like the later the better for me, honestly. It's like, anytime between 9 and midnight is totally fine with me. So if we did the show at like 9 p.m. Eastern, I mean that would be totally fine with me. What do you guys think? I mean, it's like you can leave a little comment in the chat and just and let me know like when you guys are surfing on a Saturday. It's like what works better for you guys. 8 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Eastern. We usually draw for about an hour. Sometimes it might stretch to like 2 hours. It just depends. Like if we're in the middle of something, we want to finish it, or just getting a little extra antsy to get a piece finished. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Nothing has to be carved in stone. This is our little YouTube channel, and we can make up the rules as we go if we want. This is something that this is for us, man. There you go. Put some lines up in them eyeballs. Give Kong cornea. I started inking Kong first because like my hand's still a little bit shaky from doing all of this construction work. I didn't expect to still be doing it, but we're almost done rebuilding this whole kitchen. We got a lot of things happening here at the studio, trying to get everything back in order so we can get things back to normal around here. Luke Simmons, thanks, dude. Hello. And the chat also says hello to you back. Very cool, very cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate you being here. Let's see here. Luke Simmons. All right, look, I found out about Bill through eBay of all places. I was looking for neat stuff to decorate my room and discovered all these awesome Nero X action figures and bought them all. Dude, you're fantastic. And I'm super happy that you like the stuff, man. That's awesome. I'm glad that you find yourself amongst friends. We're all here with the same kind of like-minded likes and dislikes and whatever. So I'm glad you're here, dude. Thanks for supporting Nero. Nero X been paying the bills for a few years. So I always gotta be nice to Nero. There you go. I think I got enough detail on these knuckles. I use my own knuckles as reference. Cool. Yeah, Mr. Kong is coming along. Yeah, last month I friggin' threw out my back, so I'm glad I'm feeling like I'm pretty much I'm back in the swing of things from all of that nonsense. That was messed up. K2000, I cannot wait to get your work from the RV auction. Yes, unfortunately, it's still in the mail. Yeah, I know. I don't know why it's taking so long. Like, I think I actually I threw in the tracking number about a week ago, something like that. And I was double checking it. So I don't know what the deal is. You know, for as much as they're charging for shipping things nowadays, it's like you would think. And I'm assuming it's on a plane headed your way. This is some craziness. Luke, yeah, the big '90s comic boom went right past me. I was a very cloistered child. Now I'm playing catch up with all the awesome I missed out on. Oh, well, I'm glad you're playing catch up, dude. You capture the '90s now because that's what we're doing right now. Anyway, that's what we want to do. We want to bring the '90s back because that was the '90s was like magic time, dude. Like everything was happening for us in the '90s. And with everything that's going on with the big mainstream companies right now, it's like, wow, it feels like it could be prime time for indie guys, you know? Like a lot of independent comic books are, you know, they got a niche that they can fill. Because it might take a little while for mainstream comics to kind of like fix up all of the nonsense that's going on with them right now. It's kind of hard to get that back on track when you lose your steam like that. K2000. It's probably doing a world tour in the mail system, but that's okay. I'm in no rush. Now, first of all, thanks for having such a cool attitude about it. It's like I think I would be upset at this point, But I know that I mailed it out a little bit later than I was planning, but it's been a while now that I mailed it out. So yeah, it's definitely doing a world tour somewhere. It's as long as it gets to you safely. And definitely keep me in the loop. Let me know when it does arrive to you, because holy smokes! I mean, as far as the tracking number is concerned, like it's still moving. So it's not listed as anything other than that. So hopefully we will be good to go. Because you did happen to get like a cool little collection of things. So I was super happy about that. All right, let me see. Move the camera this way a little bit. Move the camera this way a little bit. Maybe I can do some eyeballs here. Let's see. All right. Doing these little details like this. Now I have to hold my hand steady. Even though Starfire's got no pupils. There we go. Yeah, now you can see her better. And then very soon you're going to see some really cool Cyber Angel artwork. We've got a couple that I just started working on finally. That yeah, they're going to be super, super cool. I don't think there's any way I could censor those enough for the live stream. But maybe we could do the live stream on that Roku channel. I'll talk to Pops. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But if you do want to check out like where I'm posting my more adult stuff, you can go to my Patreon page, and you can support the studio that way. I try to post there on a pretty regular basis. We got a nice little small group of fans and collectors and friends on our Patreon page, and every month I give away a little bit of artwork. I pick one or two people from the active list, and I either draw something new or I pick some artwork that I have here in the studio, and I give it away as a thank you. Now I can't call it a raffle or a contest or anything like that, because their algorithm does not like that at all. So I have to call it the secret randoms. So just so you know, it's the secret randoms. It's usually towards the beginning of each month, and I pick a couple of people from my active list, and I give away some art, and I just send it to you as a thank you for being in the club. We call it Club Corrupt. So let me see. I'll put up the thing here, so that way you know where it is. Because I think I've even done a search on Patreon, like just using Club Corrupt, and I had a hard time finding it. So if you want to, yeah, please join us. It's like, it's just a little studio support. You get to see some commission work that I don't usually post anywhere else. At the very least, you get to see a lot of that stuff first. And it's just a fun way to support the studio for a little bit. And you can always dip out anytime. So it's like you can see what's there, and you can decide if you want to stay or if you want to visit every once in a while, that sort of thing. It's all up to you. It's all up to you, my friends. Stay thirsty, my friends. But I'm trying to make different ways to make it possible for me to turn out more work and try to turn out more work more often, so that way we can have some cool projects. All right, all these little tiny details. This is the hardest part, man. If you get the face wrong, you got to put the whole thing away. If I get her, if I mess up her face, like I just have to restart the whole thing. I really like Starfire's face. I like the way that it comes out. But it does make me like I'm barely even breathing right now. Trying to make sure that I get the lines right where I want to put them. And once I get past this part, start doing the hair and the shoulders and stuff like that, and kind of frees me up a little bit. So I like this little surprised look on her face. Here we go. Let me get back over here. Get back over here and on the comments. You guys are talking. I'm staring at this piece of paper. Hey, look, I have sound back. Thank you. Hey, Chet, thank you for saying something. I'm over here talking my ass off. And I didn't realize that when I plugged the microphone back in, that it muted me. So yes. So, anyways, back to the Pope. You'll always be the Pope to me, man. Love you. It's like, what the heck? Autocorrect. Your work is always amazing. Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. And I don't know if Luke, I don't know if you heard what I was saying, because obviously my mic was freaking muted since I plugged it back in. But yeah, that's Beast Boy. That's supposed to be Beast Boy holding her. So yeah, don't think that you're kidding. I'm gonna use up every bit of green marker ink that I've got in order to make that part happen. Kevin, yeah. It's like exactly. I'm glad it's not just me. It's like, yeah, my sound. Yeah, I unplug it, and when I plugged it back in, it muted me for a second. So Kevin, Bill's going to mind the rest of the stream. I'm gonna do charades for the rest of it. It's like, here I go, this way, this way, this way, this way. Oh man, yeah, Chet. It was the AOL dial-up again. This microphone, I'm gonna throw it away. I'm gonna throw it away as soon as I replace it. I'm gonna throw this thing away. It's like, dude, it's like look at my microphone. I love this stupid thing. It's like because it glows red, like it's the deal, man. It's like I love this stupid thing, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I gotta get something else. You are the Pope. Yes, you are. That always sticks in my head like 24/7. Awesome. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Luke. All right, man. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, you guys are awesome, man. It's like without you guys, we wouldn't be. We would have things to do, man. We wouldn't have like stuff to share and all that. I don't want to get all mushy about it, man. I said I wouldn't cry. Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be form over function. I'm going to have to get a microphone that I just need one that works. That's all. It's like this one. It started kind of freaking out on me at the 1 hour mark. Almost like it was consistent. It was pretty damn consistent. And now it's starting to do it like at the 40-minute mark, the 35-minute mark. So I don't know. The microphone is asking for a swift death. Is what's happening. I know. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to start the whole stream over again. It's like the microphone's not working. Oh man, I am so glad it brings me so much joy. I love my Nero Pope illustration, dude. Like, I remember drawing that, and it's like I'm glad you like that. I'm glad you like that. Like, I'll be connected to you forever, man. It's like you're the best. Having good friends and having good people is, dude. That's what makes everything worth it, right? So that is the dealio. So, anyways, let me see. I'll take this Patreon.com link off of here real quick. I guess I'll put the old ticker so that way people remember about the old Zen sign up sheet. This is like remember like the way that George Perez kind of like always drew Starfire's hair. Like this is how with that little like the way the hair does like right in the front. By the way, if you watch anybody else who does live streams drawing like this, give them props, man, because like drawing with a camera right in front of your face increases the difficulty by tenfold. But I got to get the shot, man. I have to be able to let you see what it is I'm doing. It's crazy, right? Like, you can just hang out in my studio on a Saturday, just chilling out. Couldn't do this when I was a kid. We didn't have no technology. I feel like technology is finally catching up to what I wanted it to be when I was a kid. So I was never like totally surprised when we could finally do stuff like this. I think my attitude was always like, oh, look, it's about time. Like, how long do I have to wait before somebody invents the stuff I want? The mic wants you to take it behind the old shed, old Yeller style. This mic is begging for it, dude. It's like if it starts ratting out on me, like tell them, let me know right away. It's like it's been doing it in shorter and shorter intervals, and it's like it's asking for old Yeller death, like you would not believe. Oh, I know, I know. Well, here it's like I'll do this. Now she's the biggest part of the art. That's how big Kong would have to be. Like there'd be no room for King Kong. But yeah, I totally understand. We'll have to do some more Starfire stuff. Hey, what's going on, dude? It's good to see you popping in. My back, dude, it's like it is way better right now. It's like right now I kind of like lifted my table up. I'm drawing standing up right now at the table. So this kind of it's I'm thankful that my table like raises up like that, like tall enough for me to stand up. But yeah, it feels way better. It's like if you had talked to me 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks ago, when I was like could hardly move, like I thought I was going to be back at the ER. I didn't know if it was going to get better. That's how bad it hurt. Is that I really didn't know if I actually broke something or not. You know how it's like when you feel that kind of pain. But thanks for asking, dude. Yeah, I appreciate you asking. It is much better. I'm back at the table, back working, back doing my thing. So yeah, definitely. Luke, I have a Starfire statue and a Starfire bust. She's one of my favorite DC heroines. Yeah, Starfire's. She is hands down. She's like always like a top 10 character, right? Yeah, she's awesome. Any excuse to draw her is a good excuse, also. So that's all good. I don't know how you or others do it. I'm self conscious enough as it is drawing alone in the dark. I can't imagine doing it live. Kudos to you. You know what? I actually appreciate you bringing that up. You know, before I started drawing comics, before I got my first gig, like in 91 or 92, I got my very first gig with Eclipse. I was drawing with some friends. We used to draw. We used to work at SeaWorld drawing caricatures. You know, you see those dudes at theme parks, uh, you know, drawing caricatures and stuff. And it's like that. That was us. We're like, and that was my boot camp to learning how to draw like while people are actually watching you and having expectations of like what they're about to see or you know that pressure. I sucked hard. Like I sucked so bad for holy shit. Like I would say for the first at least 4 to 6 months, I was the worst. It's like, and then I would turn around and charge them for it, and it made it even worse. After that, I worked there for like 2 years, almost 3 years, something like that. And that was my boot camp. It's like that's where I got any kind of confidence at all in like my stuff and what I can do and knowing what my limits are and knowing, you know, how to talk to people or how, you know, just how to draw in front of people. It actually takes a lot of practice. It actually takes a long time. It took me a little bit for me to be comfortable doing that. So yeah, it's like you bringing that up is like, yeah, for sure. That's actually kind of a big deal. Kevin Green, you know what this needs? Starfire's outfit to be actual fabric glued on the page. Dude, what are you talking about? That would be funny though if I like drew an outfit and like you know like the little cutout outfits and had it on there and you can like just put a little magnet behind the paper so you can like take it on and off. Glad to hear it. That's awful. Bad backs are terrible. Also, standing desks are a godsend to keep us from becoming hunched over shrimp back. You said shrimp backs. Yeah, you know, with my current, you know, you've actually inspired me as far as maybe losing some weight, maybe getting a little bit more control over my diet. You know, because like you know me, you see me hunched over my table. I think I do look like a shrimp back right now. It's like I take on a weird shape. Like I got the bowling ball of a stomach, and I'm kind of like hunched over, and it's like kind of weird. So yeah. So yeah, the stand up desk is totally a godsend for sure. It's like because I can switch back and forth. I'll sit for a while, I'll hit the button, I'll stand for a while. It's yeah, it's a big deal for sure. Kevin, we still need our Rosie the robot. You could, oh, you know, we could do a Rosie the robot, like a sexy Rosie the robot. That would be. I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind. I'll keep that. I'll keep that in the back of my mind for sure. Yeah, Trial Under Fire. Yeah, that's what SeaWorld was for me. I drew caricatures at SeaWorld for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, something like that. And then I drew caricatures at the San Diego Zoo for, I guess, for like maybe 2 years. All my other jobs were like studio jobs. Like I was working animation studios and I was working for different comic book companies. But those theme parks, oh, that throws you out to the wolves. Like people will eat you alive if you like. You could suck, and people are happy to see you get better over time. But they'll eat you alive if you have a certain attitude about it. So it's good. A little bit of humility, a little bit of putting you in your place, but at the same time sharpening up your skills at the same time. So let's see. I remember my first free comic book day when we did Mangalicious Tick comic and doing sketches for people while they stood there watching me, and I was dying. Oh, you were dying inside. The first few I did were embarrassing. Yeah, it can be. It's like you said, it's a trial by fire. I mean, it puts you right in front of people. When you're sitting in the studio and you got all the time, you got all afternoon, and you can do it at your own pace. That's a whole different story. That's a whole different ball of wax. But you do, dude. Yeah, you do. You do. You do inspire me. Absolutely. That's important. It is good to have good friends, man. I got quiet because inking this bottom lip. One wrong move and she's gonna be like allergic to bees, and she just got stung. Cool. Had to make sure her face was make sure it was on point like I was hoping. So, all right. Yeah, sorry about the censorship. I heard a rumor that I might be doing some uncensored shows on the Roku channel. So we'll see. We'll see when some of that comes together. That'll be fun. That might be fun to do content for that. So I'm going to talk to you, Pops. Post-it notes are so practical. But man, I was really good at drawing the Tick's goofy mug. Well, those were some of the first things. I mean, when you used to come back, back when we first met, that was one of the interesting things that you told me that you were doing. I was just like, oh, get out of here, the Tick, because I was a big fan of like those original those Tick books, and a fan of the character in general. When you were coming by and you're doing your photography, and it's like that was something cool for us to like talk back and forth about. Man, that was a long time ago, huh? We met a long time ago. Dang YouTubes! I feel the same way. The YouTubes and their censors. Considering the other stuff that they show, it's like, what's wrong with happy boobs? It's the hateful stuff that should be censored. It doesn't make nobody happy. Well, you know what? Even though I was running late today, I am so glad that I jumped on here and made sure that I was able to do a show for tonight, like I promised, because you guys are here, and I'm glad that you are. That makes my night. Luke, I love the Tick, the cartoon, and both live action shows. Yeah, man, the Tick is always fun, dude. It's like the animation, the cartoon was like super cool. I really liked the cartoon. I watched the live action one for a little bit. it was cool that they had some like cool like guest stars and stuff, and it's like they did it pretty good. It's like the first live action one. I was really hoping that they wouldn't show like his whole face. I like him having like the big goggle eyes, you know. Kevin Green. I meant Rosie. I meant the Rosie comment that you were talking about future tech coming true. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank God, because like this is like those things about like Star Trek stuff actually being like the iPad came out. That's very reminiscent of the pads that they had on Star Trek, and the communicators looking like flip phones. You know, giving Star Trek a lot of credit for the way well, a lot of kids that watch Star Trek, they later on in life they became people who actually invented stuff. So thank goodness for Star Trek. And now I got a TV studio on my desk. And people can watch me sketch around the world. They'll see these boobs from miles away. Oh yeah. We're talking about the different tick stuff. Yeah. Agreed. Okay. All right. Cool. We're on the same page, I think. Oh, you agree? Oh, about us meeting? Oh no. It's got to be at least 20 years ago, dude. Yeah, it's got to be at least 20 years ago. First San Diego Comic Con in 2003. Good gods. Yes. Wow, 2003. Isn't that crazy? I mean, it's like time is a beast. Time does not stop. Every time I think that something was a long time ago, or every time I think that something was like, I don't know, like in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, oh, that was like, okay, it wasn't 5 years ago, but it was probably like 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And then somebody says, oh no, that was 20 or that was 30. It's like, that freaks me out. That is craziness. Renee. Yeah, without advances in technology, remote work wouldn't be a thing. No, like at all. It wouldn't be a thing at all. A lot of the work that I get right now wouldn't be a thing. And in fact, a lot of the people that I meet that I work with wouldn't even be a thing. It's crazy to think of how many things are possible right now, simply because of the environment and simply because the tech that we have available right now. Right? It's like, bro. Shoot, even right now, there's a lot of people I do commissions for. If they're overseas, there's a lot of them that would rather just have the file. They don't even want the artwork to be on a real physical sheet of paper that they can hold. The shipping is crazy. I mean, it's like, I don't blame them. And honestly, there's a lot of people, even domestically here in the US, they would just rather have the file. They'd rather have the computer file. So sometimes those are the pieces that I'll ink digitally anyway, so because like if they only want the computer file and that's their original, sometimes I'll actually do it like that. It all depends on the project. It's like, I love inking digital, but it's like, I really like to have original art on real paper, real paper. We old. Yeah. We're still trying. We're keeping up. We're keeping up. Sexy Rosie meets American Made. All right, Kevin's getting good ideas again. I gotta jot down some of these ideas. Kevin gets like really good ideas. One of the Cyber Angel pieces that we're going to be putting up on our Club Corrupt Patreon page, it's going to be one of his ideas, one of his masterminds. So you gotta keep an eye out for that. Luke, most I know about comic books were through cartoons because cartoons were free and my parents were cheap. No, dude, when I was younger, it's the same thing. It's like, I didn't really start collecting comics until, I don't know. It's like, I might have started collecting comic books like maybe towards the end of high school or when I started going to college. And a lot of those comic books that I bought, they weren't comic books that I bought. I was actually doing trade with a dude that owned a comic shop. I was doing a lot of character artwork. There's a role playing game, kind of like D&D. It's called Champions. So it's like D&D, but it's like with superhero characters and superhero settings. And I was drawing like a lot of those characters for the people that were playing the games. So that's how I was getting comics for the longest time. So yeah, it's all good. It's like other than that, I was buying like Crack magazine at the newsstand while my mom was shopping for stuff at the exchange on the naval base. It's like I was one of those Navy brats. Oh, same here, dude. Same here, dude. I love my parents, but they didn't buy me no books. I did get a couple of Star Wars toys though, so I'll give them credit. I'll give them credit. Speaking of tech, my phone's battery's about to die. Gotta go, dude. I'm glad you were here, man. Love you, bro. You take it easy. I'll be in touch with you again soon, and then we'll be doing. Hopefully, every Saturday we'll do this thing. It's like we're allowed to do it at 8 o'clock, or we'll do it at 9 o'clock, something like that. So I'll try to keep it consistent. So yeah, before your phone dies, be safe. I'll see you later, man. Oh, and I also need to commission you soon for a new piece. Absolutely. I know you've had an idea or two that you've mentioned. So yeah, brush me up. Yeah, just shoot me a little reminder because there's always a place here, for you, my friend. See you later, man. Be safe. Some person. That's better. You gotta sell something. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's it. It's like I don't mind selling digital, completely digital art, or if it's on paper, or if it's on like whatever. Recently, I did a piece for a friend and collector. His name is Jason, and we did a piece for. He's got a front plate on his oversized BMX bike. And on the front plate, we did a bunch of skulls and stuff. I did it like with a Sharpie marker, and it's on that plastic, like the racing plate. You usually just had the number up front. It's cool, man. It's like it turned everything into art, man. Art is life. Kevin, see the boobs for miles. Like San Onofre. Oh, man. No, you're absolutely right. Kevin is a treasure trove of ideas. That's why I depend on him. Some person, Jane Jetson, uses Rosie as a marital aid. I'm assuming that they live in the future. I figure Rosie's got to have like multiple uses. Oh man, no. Kevin is an awesome person. Absolutely. He's part of our inner circle here at the old Mouse House. Luke, Jane Jetson is so busy using Rosie, she can't hear George screaming, "Get me off this crazy thing." That's why he's stuck on the crazy thing. She doesn't care. She's not done yet. I think that's what's happening. She's not done yet. Even in the future, it's like, well, I gotta have priorities. All good in the hood, man. Even in the Jetsons' hood. There we go. Straighten out the little stray hairs here and there. Get her bangs kind of straight. There you go. Zip this back a little bit. That way you can see a little bit better. All right. Next, I think, we've been going on for a little bit over an hour. I think I actually have to end the show here pretty soon. I got some multitasking that I got to take care of tonight. At least I'm taking a break from building kitchen parts. But I am glad all of you came by, hang out for a few minutes. Thank you so much. Next time you see this piece, it should be all finished and colored. That'll be a lot of fun. I'll be happy to share that so you guys can see it. And we'll be back again on Saturday. I'll post on my Facebook page what time we're going to be going on. As far as I know, we're going to keep 8 o'clock, but we might switch it to 9 p.m. I noticed even a lot of people that came in a little bit later, maybe 9 p.m. is a little bit better. Thanks, dude. Take care. Yeah, absolutely. You have a good night. Rick, man, that looks awesome. Yeah, thanks, dude. Thank you so much. It's I'm just about to end the broadcast. Just gonna play some outs. But I'm glad that you stopped by. I'm glad you're here, dude. It is awesome. Okay, let me put this little thing up here, and I'm just gonna play a quick thing here, and we're gonna end the broadcast. And I'll see you guys, man. I'll try to post throughout the week. I always post on my Facebook page. If you just look for Bill Mouse Art on Facebook, you'll find me there. And I'll try to make some different videos for the YouTube channel too, so that way maybe you got some stuff to look at that you might like. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. Whoop, I got a couple more comments. Rosie's. All right, Kevin. All right, I got to put that on the back burner because I think that has possibilities. I think it has possibilities. All right, I'll see you guys in a week. Check out the Facebook page throughout the week if you want to see some new stuff. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Have a good night.
Thank you.